Oh, mate, how good is that?
Like, subscribe, you know what you're doing.
Hey guys, it's Ryan then from Wandering Free.
Today we're going to do a bit of a run through of our Xtend Outdoors Porch, a bit of a review / rundown.
So first up, I'm going to show you how to set it up and how to do it with one person. So it's able to do it with one person, but there's a specific way to do it that makes it easier. Righto guys, we're going to show you how we set up our Xtend Outdoors porch.
What are you going to do first?
So first off, we put the pegs in with the ropes. This just really helps for later on. So we'll show you how it does help. The easiest way we've found for these not to come off the end of this is you feed it through and you actually drill it into the ground like that. So the only way this is coming off if the whole peg comes out of the ground.
Other thing too is, while Em's doing that, you need to have your anti-flap kit all set up, ready to go. So that'd definitely be what Em does as she goes around, puts the poles, puts everything out.
There's concrete under the grass.
It is a painful sight. Woman who can use a drill. Ew. She gets that all set up. Mac's chewing on it. Supposed to be helping me.
So the next step is to feed the fabric. There's a little hard strip on the fabric.
Little cork or whatever they're called.
And that feeds into your anti-flap kit.
So it goes on the bottom side. Oh, it's got childproof on it. We used to do this without taking the arm off and it's so painful, and then one day someone showed us how to properly do this. It was so much better. So then, come out of here. It goes down through there. So when we first set this up, we used to have it set up like this. It went underneath this awning arm like so. But since then, we watched a video on how to actually do it. So you have to feed it between any flap kit and the side arm. So it goes through and over.
How you going under there?
Just like so.
So now we're going to grab the porch poles out, which are in our trusty little thing.
So he does. There's all our poles.
So next, we're going to get all these poles ready to go. So you just open them, you open that flap up and then followed by that one. Extend that out. These ones are Velcro. So you just unvelcro, pop that in. If you use it this way, when you re-velcro that, can't slide through. So it makes it so much easier. That one.
And you have to repeat the same for the other three.
Other two?
Other two? Ah, yeah, because you don't need one because of this top bit is already
Already
in.
attached, mate. One of these is really hard. This porch went through a really big storm, the hailstorm that rode off our old caravan. This porch went through, so this pole doesn't quite work like it's supposed to, so it's a bit of a difficult one.
So yeah, if you're wondering how strong it is, there you go.
Yeah.
Writes the caravan off, doesn't write the porch off.
So you want to adjust all of your sides, all of your poles to be close enough to the right lengths. This makes it a little bit easier later. That's almost there anyway. This is the hard one. I'm gonna have to get Ryan to do that and get the step. That'll do for now. Clip them back down. So this is where it's helpful for your ropes to already be in the ground. Every rope except the rope that comes back off this leg, because that one you have to kind of run the rope and see where it needs to go, because it can't be obviously over your window if your window's open and that kind of thing. And you also don't want it to be rubbing the van either.
Yeah.
So
the wind's in your favour today, it's not going the opposite way.
this is the easiest leg to start with. Well, the easiest as in it will help you the most to start here. You feed those through, feed that top one through, and then I come out here. This makes it practical for one person to do it. You feed that over there, that over there. Estimate about where it needs to be. Come down. Wow, that's so embarrassing.
Pretty good. The wind's not helping you, I don't
The
think.
wind is pulling against me so bad. You pull that tight. These usually aren't as far away, but there's actually a slab of concrete underneath the grass here, so they're really, really far out. It shouldn't be this difficult.
There you go.
Thank you. So then you pull this one tight as well, and that will actually hold your porch up now.
Yep.
Your whole thing's held up, so it's a lot easier to put the rest of the poles in.
Awesome.
So the next pole you'll do is this side here. So again, we did this bit first. That's right, I've got it. And that one.
So Em literally puts this up by herself all the time because the
Right,
day we
Nate's
get
doing
somewhere, I don't want to do it, and she generally does it the day that I'm at work, so.
So on this side, we actually put the spring and the rope on our, what is that? What's that
jockey
called?
wheel.
Jockey wheel. Well, it's not even really a jockey wheel, is it? It has no wheel.
No.
A jockey wheelless.
Jockey step, jockey leg,
Jockey step.
whatever you want it to be.
So then this one has to come up pretty high. We'll just put it there for now until we can work out exactly how that needs to be. Tighten it off. Tighten the ropes off.
Beautiful.
And I usually put this leg on this side.
So that's technically is up. A couple more poles to go. Beauty.
Righto, last leg.
Last leg. This one's a bit of a pain to get in, isn't it?
Yeah, this is always the hardest.
So high.
It's really high and you don't want to scratch the van too much. You can already see where I scratched the van with it.
I won't tell anyone.
No. That just needs to be rotated.
Very nice.
to pass me the rope that's on the ground.
Where do you have it, in the ground or?
No,
No?
I said that before. I personally put it above this so that it's not catching it in the wind and ripping it.
Oh, and would it stop the water pooling as well? Or?
Yeah, I reckon. So that's about the spot. It just misses the kitchen, which is perfect.
Awesome.
So now we'll put the drill on the peg. Which drill? So we can pretty much have it about there.
Yep. So it's not impeding on the window or side of the kitchen.
Yeah. That should be okay there. It's hitting concrete.
Careful your hair doesn't end up in it. Very nice. Beauty.
Alright, pull that one back. So now we need to make sure everything's kind of level to each other. So I like having this a little bit higher than here so the water can easily go off, which that's probably pretty good. That's relatively level to that. It probably go just a little bit higher.
Sweet.
Rightio, so the last part is to pop the support pole in the middle. So I loosen this off. Put it up there. And then hook it up there. Then use this tighten.
Beautiful.
And that's it.
That is
Porch
the
is up.
Xtend Outdoors porch completed.
Yep, all set up. Rightio guys, as you can see it's pretty easy to start with one person.
It's got a heavy duty vinyl roof, comes with aluminium poles, it's got four legs and it's got four like support poles across the top.
It also comes with 6 ropes and 6 pegs and then the bag that it comes in.
And there's a wind rating of 40 kilometers an hour. So that's,
Wow.
yeah, that's pretty nuts, eh?
That's pretty
We've,
good.
we've actually tested this out in some offset and we're gonna have to put that porch down for sure. And then we've been smashed by a storm and it has held up so well. I can't even believe half the stuff that stays on this thing when it's set up when it storms, eh? It's crazy.
Yeah, so it's 2.27 meters by 2 meters. And we have the medium, so it goes based on the size of your anti-flap kit.
Yep.
So if you know the size of your anti-flap kit, otherwise you can measure it. They have guidelines on their website of what you need to measure, and then you just click which one you want.
So when do we mainly use it?
So I reckon when we set up somewhere, when we park up somewhere for maybe like 4 days to a week, we'll
Yeah,
put
we
it
never
up.
set it up for one night. So
No, we never have. I don't think we'll ever do that. But yeah, usually about 4 to a week.
Yeah,
if we're somewhere working, we always have it set up.
we
because
always
it's
have it
just-
when we're working, always set
Yeah,
up.
it's
so.
easier to use the kitchen. Obviously, if you've seen other videos, you've seen us use our awning of the car
Yeah.
for the kitchen when we're somewhere
That's
for like
our
a night or
overnighter.
two. But this, you can't beat this for using the kitchen when you stop
On
somewhere
a
for a long
semi-permanent,
time.
like it is just
Yeah.
unreal.
It's great.
The
But yeah.
water too, like when we have big rains, the water beads off and runs off the top so well.
Yeah, it creates like
if
a
it was-
gutter in the thing there.
If it was absolutely pelting down with the awning, like then you got to start worrying about ropes and gutters and everything like that. So if this is just set up when you're permanent, there's just no hassles. It's really good.
So we've actually had the porch collapse on us twice.
Yeah.
The first time we didn't have the back support rope in because I didn't know where to run it.
Yeah.
And
It's literally just the winds just
leg,
come up underneath it.
it collapsed it one night, and then we put that support rope up and it was fine. And the next time, I think we had a huge hailstorm, and we had about 120 kilometre winds.
Oh my god, I wasn't here, but
absolutely insane. We got pelted by hail. That's what rode our other van off, was that hailstorm.
Rocked up to the van park, and there was just holes in awnings. It was nuts. It was a proper.
No holes in this. It did stretch the fabric a little bit, but it did collapse the legs. But that's, like Ryan said, it's supposed to be up to 40 kilometres an hour. So for it to even hold up for as long as it did for 120 kilometre winds, it did pretty well. It was absolutely blowing. It was insane.
To be honest, what gave away was the pegs, like the screw-in pegs in the ground. The ground just got that wet that they just pulled straight out, so there's nothing holding it down. I would have loved to have seen, if the pegs were still in the ground, it probably would have still been standing, to be honest.
Probably. But yeah, apart from that, like, we still use it now. As I said before, it's a little bit stretched in the fabric, so it does pool a little bit of water, but that's just what we have to deal with now. That's nothing to do with Xtend Outdoors. Before that, it never pooled anywhere. It does have a middle support pole that you pop in there that helps it drain. But it's, as I said, it's just stretched a bit from that storm, which is fair.
Yeah, and it's pretty well like any product really in Australia that sits in the Aussie. It spends its life in the Aussie sun, so it has faded. There's no doubt about that. It probably started fading after probably 5 months of being in the sun. But like, come on, that's pretty good for a product, really.
Yeah, we also have replaced these ropes.
Yeah. Which is
just because they were sitting in the sun all the time, they get wet in the rain, and they just it was not the ropes necessarily, it was the tightening parts.
Yeah,
what are
it's
they
not
called?
really a product to go with Xtend, is it? Like, it's not their fault or anything.
No. It's
I don't even know what the little timber bit on it would be referred to as.
The timber pieces were just splitting and stuff. But they age, they're in the sun, like Ryan said. That's fine. We were more than happy to replace those. Yeah. But yeah, apart from that, it's been great. I think we've loved it. I wouldn't not have it.
No. At first I said, damn, I'm not carting that around, it's just more stuff we've got to have and all that sort of stuff. And now I'm the first person, if we're staying, I'm like, yep, set the porch up, let's go.
Yeah,
it's just
great.
The shade over the cook, because we've got the slide-out kitchen in this thing, it's just so good, eh?
Yeah, it's so much easier. It protects like the chairs and stuff in there from rain, because
that's the other thing too,
we've noticed, because the awning's so much smaller on this compared to our old van, the water, when it rains, the water almost gets all the way in from either side.
There's actually no spot under the awning where it's fully dry, really.
No, there's not really. So that really, really helps it and adds that little extra bit. It gives us space to put Mac's stuff.
Yeah, more shade for the dog.
It gives, when we have the porch up, he has a longer rope. He has a line at the top, so the line comes all the way out to the end of the porch and all the way back to the other side of the awning, so he has more area. Yeah. Which is good. He loves that.
He does,
more freedom.
Yeah. Righto, guys. Little quick, I suppose we've already touched on it as a review of how much we like it and all that sort of stuff, but is there anything you'd change? You'd buy it again?
I'd buy it again, yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
We see people all the time, we always say you need to get one of these, so.
Yeah, if you set up somewhere for like a week or so, it's great.
Yep, for sure. Anything else to touch on?
I think that's everything.
Nah, I believe the headquarters is down at the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, so I think, it's pretty well freight, isn't it? You order it online, they just send it away. So took about 3 weeks, I think, for ours to come. So
I can't even remember.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. We hope you guys enjoyed the review, and let us know in the comments if you have any questions or anything like that. Yeah,
any further questions or that sort of stuff. Also, check out the website, www.xtendoutdoors.com. That's pretty well it, eh?
Yeah.
Alright guys, we'll see you in the next one, eh? Like, subscribe, you know what you're doing.